A young maiden sat outside a garden, so beautiful that anyone who saw her would be mesmerized by her beauty. Many young men came forward to marry her, and she had one little task for them before she agreed. She said, "The man who goes inside this enchanted garden and brings the golden flower that blooms inside within 24 hours will be the one I will marry." Many men go in but fail in the task. But the maiden waits patiently till eventually one young man comes along. Seeing her and taken up by her beauty, he too offered to marry her. So the maiden said, "You have a task to perform. And if you win in that task, I'll willingly marry you. Go into this garden. It's an enchanted garden. And bring the golden flower that is in the garden within 24 hours." So the young man happily walks into the garden. When he entered the garden, he was awestruck by its beauty. The plants, the trees, the flowers, the fruits, the birds, the butterflies, the insects were all mesmerizingly beautiful. And he was totally overwhelmed seeing each one of the beautiful part, each beautiful part of the garden. As he slowly starts losing himself in the mesmerizing beauty of the garden, time ticks on. Suddenly he realizes and he starts looking for that golden flower. As he starts looking for the golden flower, suddenly a waft of fragrance attracts him. He wonders what flower could smell so divine. So he tries and goes looking for that flower, forgetting his task. But suddenly he remembers and he starts looking for that golden flower again. As he's walking around looking for that golden flower, he suddenly sees something glitter and dazzling and realizes that is the flower he had come in search of. As he moved towards it, he suddenly hears music, hypnotizing music, and gets drawn towards that. And he goes looking from where that music is from. And as he keeps looking out and searching for the source of that music, time ticks on. And suddenly he realizes, oh my goodness, the golden flower. So he goes straight for that flower, and he has just about 30 minutes to get back to that beautiful maiden. He quickly plucks the flower and he runs back to the maiden with the flower, not allowing himself to get distracted by the beauty of the garden. The maiden, on seeing him with the golden flower in his hand, is absolutely amazed and astonished. She said, "I cannot believe it. How was it that you were able to make it in time to give me the golden flower? Whereas so many had failed in this task." So the young man opened his palm and he showed a picture of a golden flower that he had drawn in his palm. And he said, every time I got drawn or distracted to things away from my mission, my task, the flower which I had drawn in my palm was a reminder to tell me to come back to do my task. And thus, I was able to complete my task on time. The maiden was overjoyed, and both of them got married and lived happily ever after. The message, the takeaway message for today. All of us have so many distractions, diversions in this world. As we all move on in life, we do tend to get a little out of our path, getting drawn to unnecessary distractions, unhealthy distractions, or sometimes distractions that may take too much of our time, which will take us away from what we are meant to do. I want this message to reach especially the young ones, the youth. Always have a mission in your life, a goal. It need not to be your permanent goal. Have a vision, have a mission for every day, how you should go about your day. When you have a mission to accomplish in a day, you write it on a small card and place it somewhere where you can see it always, where you can see it throughout your day. So even when you get distracted with other things, that card will remind you to come back to track to complete your task for the day. Children, take it one day at a time. You will definitely be able to organize yourself better. You will definitely be able to complete that little tasks of every day, which will definitely put you on a beautiful path of success to reach your vision for your life. Stay strong, stay blessed, and keep going. Set your goal.